Hi, I'm Dia and you guys are watching Dhyanosaur. So in today's video we are gonna do something different. We are gonna do something called Get to Know My Taste Tag. So this is a tag video created by Sam from Thoughts on Tomes and Murray from My Name is Marines, I think. That's how you say the name. If I'm saying it wrong, I'm so sorry. So these two absolutely amazing people, they have created this tag so that you can get to know your favorite booktubers taste, and you can see whether your taste matches with them or not, and just get to know a bunch of booktubers with different tastes and all that, so that your feed can be diverse and it can have people from different backgrounds with different tastes and all that. I think that's a superb idea, and that's why today I'm gonna do the tag. So let's get right down to it. So the first question is, how do you rate books? So I rate books on a five star scale basis. Like I basically give ratings to books based on the 5 star scale. So 1 star is it did not work for me at all. 2 star is it was a bit better than 1 star. Like there was some like redeeming qualities, but still did not work for me. 3 is like okay, like middle of the road. Okay, like I mean, people say that 2.5 is the middle of the road, but for me, 3 is the middle of the road. Like, it's okay. Like, not great, not bad, nothing stands out that much. That is 3 star. And 4 is, I really enjoyed it. There were some flaws, but that's okay. Like, I really enjoyed it. And 5 star is like absolute favorite, like all time favorite kind of a book. So that is basically my star rating. Like that is how I rate books. Next question is, how do you approach reviewing books? Like, what's your review style? Are you analytical, emotional, casual, or structured? So I still, like, till now, on videos, especially on videos, I am very casual. Like, you have seen my videos, it's very rambly, it's very, like conversational, like your friend is telling you about this book and all that. So I'm kind of like that online, like on videos. But when I write down, like for example, NetGalley asks I have to submit reviews and all that for the arcs. So in that case, when I write down the reviews, my reviews are more structured. So I go through, like point wise, like whether the plot is good or not, if it makes sense or not, whether the characters are, like compelling or not, and all that. So I go through a list of things, sort of like a checklist, and I see how well the author has done each of those categories, and that's how I review them. But on video, I find it that when I try to make a structured video, I always find that it's kind of like hindering my voice, in the sense that okay, reviews, all written reviews, they don't really show your personality that much. At least my reviews don't show the personality that much. But when I'm talking to you guys, like here in front of the camera, my personality shows through, and my personality, it does not do well with the structured review thing. It does well with like those rambly conversational, like like you're gossiping with your friend, that kind of a video. So my style is more like that sort of a video on camera, like on videos. So yeah, that's, I think I am clear enough. I don't know how clear I am sounding right now. So anyway, so, what's the book that made you a reader? I have always been a reader my entire life. Like my dad, my grandma, they have, like, they are very big readers, and they made me a reader since I was a child. Like, since before I could even read on my own, they used to tell me stories of Ramayana, Mahabharata, and all that. So I have grown up on stories of, like the fantastical, and that made me a reader. And if you want to know what book made me, like start reading in English more, that was, I think, Anne of Green Gables. Yeah. I think Anne of Green Gables was the first English book that made me think that, okay, like I am confident enough to read in English right now, from now on. So, yeah, that's it. So, do you have a genre niche? If you don't follow me, then you obviously won't know this, but I am a huge fantasy nerd. I live, breathe, like, I inhale fantasy, okay? Like, I love fantasy with all my heart, but also I also like, I've been reading a lot of horror these days. I used to read a lot of mystery thrillers. I'm reading a few historical fiction also these days. Uh, Romance, cozy mysteries, and all that. Like, here and there, a little bit sometimes to cleanse the palate or something like that. But I am mostly a fantasy reader. So that's my genre niche. So the next question is, do you generally prefer character driven or plot driven stories? I prefer a balance of both. Like, I'm not a very plot driven person, or like, I want best of both worlds, okay? I want a good story. I want characters I can actually root for or root against, or at least compelling characters. So I am like, I am someone who wants both plot, character, both. Okay. So, what's a book you love so much that you don't care if others don't like it? House Moving Castle. I mean, I can see why some people won't like it, because Howl is such a abrasive character. Like, he is this, huge drama queen and all that. But that's exactly what I love about the book. Like, Howl and Sophie's interactions. So, I really love the book. I need to reread it, like this year, because I read it so many years ago. And my first, one of the very first videos on this channel was a comparison of the movie and the book, House Moving Castle. If you know that, then you know a lot about me. Like, the channel lore and all that. So, anyway, House Moving Castle. So, next is, what's a book you love so much that if someone doesn't like it, your reading tastes don't align? Epic fantasy. If you don't like epic fantasy, then we won't get along probably. But, I mean, I can't say, like, maybe because my tastes are so, like, not set in stone. Is it set in steel or set in stone? Okay, anyway, my tastes are not set in stone. So maybe I might have liked something in the past that I won't like right now, or maybe I dislike something in the past which I really like right now. So I can't say that, like, if I like this book, if you don't like this, then our taste won't match. Maybe further down the line I won't like that book anymore. That has happened. What's in your trash pocket? What books, tropes, or themes do you know are bad but you love them anyway? Enemies to lovers. Oh my, I love that a lot, but not the fake one. Fake one in the sense they're just rivals, or they just, like, maybe the guy sneezed in the wrong place or something, and the girl was offended, and that's why they don't get along or something like that. I don't like that kind of enemies to lovers story. I like proper, like they're on the opposite ends of a war or something like that. I like that kind of enemies to lovers story. So yeah, that is in my trash pocket. Do you have any deal breakers in books? Deal breakers in the sense, something that if present immediately turns you off from a book. Uh, I can't tell you right now. Like I don't have anything like that. I read, like I said, like I'm a mood reader. I read anything and everything. And although my most read is fantasy, I also read a lot of horror. And horror, I read body horror. I read psychological horror, then gothic horror, all sorts of stuff. So I don't have any sort of like a deal breaker as such. But yeah, something that does annoy me is the not like other girls trope. That annoys the out of me. Like, yeah, like, I mean, if that trope is there, that will make me hate read the book. So yeah, that one. Yeah, not like other girls trope. That is the deal breaker for me. So, okay. What's the strong opinion you have about a book released within the last year? Whether it's overrated, underrated, or just a take you need to share. Okay, so a drop of corruption. I haven't really seen other people talk about it. I kind of felt that the author was, pushing an agenda throughout the book, and I was right at the end. He was like, he had this. Okay, it will be a spoiler if I say it, but he was pushing an agenda, and I was kind of like, dude, like this is weird. Like this should not be a thing. Like the way you're making it out of as a thing, it does not need to be a thing like that. Like you're the only one who's seeing, like what is it called? Like seeing things in the mist or something like that. You're the only one who's seen it like that. So I did not really like the book that much. Like it was okay, but because of the agenda pushing thing, I did not like the book that much. So yeah, I still gave the book 3.5 stars. What do you look for in writing? What makes a book stand out to you? Is it prose style, themes, voice, structure, or something else? It's definitely a mixture of prose style and voice in my case, because I used to be like I used to not care about prose, but then I started reading books with better prose, and I was like, okay, like my world has changed. I need something, like I need more of this thing. And so yeah, I became a pro snob. Like no, I'm not a pro snob, but I like a good prose now and then. And I also like voice of the author. If the authorial voice is very strong and very, like compelling, I'll be like, okay, like I read the book because of you. An example of such a book like that is like Robert McCammon's books are like that, like strong authorial voice. Joe Abercrombie. So yeah, I need to have a strong voice, and also, like I need to have characters which are well written. So yeah, that's it. That's what I look for in my books. So, how do you decide what to read next? So, I'm a mood reader. Like I mentioned earlier, I'm a mood reader. So, what a mood reader is I don't plan out TBRs. I just like pick things out of my, like physical library that I have, like the home library that I have. I call it a home library. It's basically, a pile of books that are on the window over there. So I basically pick books from there, or I have ebooks, a lot of ebooks. So I pick from there, or audiobooks I pick from there. So I pick basically depending on what I'm in the mood for. I don't really plan out things. Like, I take part in readathons and all that, but I still don't plan out things. So yeah. Uh, where do you get inspiration for your booktube content? Obviously from booktube. Like, the more videos I watch, the more ideas I get that, oh, I can also do this video, or I can, put a different spin on this video, or and also the more books I read. The more books I read, the more ideas I get. For example, I'm gonna do this video on a drop of corruption and colonialism and all that sometime soon. I'm still doing research on it, so yeah. So the more books I read, the more booktube content. So basically, the more I consume, the more ideas I get to make things. So yeah. If you could make any book go viral right now, what would it be? A Quiet Vengeance by Tim Hardy. So that is one book that I've read that I absolutely adore. It's about this orphan girl and this prince. So how their lives, they meet at one point and how that changes their lives and all that, you know. And it's also about colonialism and culture and yeah, family, all that good stuff. Who are some booktubers with reading taste similar to yours? Yeah, I don't know. I don't have any answer to this. Because although I follow a lot of booktubers, but my tastes are not always, like overlap with theirs. Jessie May used to be there, but I don't know if she makes video or not. So the people with, like, okay, this is gonna be not a rant exactly, but this is gonna be a, like me talking to the camera without any, basically ramble. People I used to follow, people I used to love, they stopped making videos. And right now I'm like looking for people with similar taste, whose content I can watch, like whose content I can trust. So that's why I'm doing this tag. I want people to see my video and comment down below their own thoughts and all that on books. And I want to watch other people who have done this tag, and I want to talk to them, and I want to connect with them. And let's see where this goes. Let's hope for the best. So comment down below if you have watched till now on what are you reading currently, what are your plans for July, because it's gonna go up right now if I'm not wrong, on 30th of June. So yeah, write down below what all your plans for July are, and I'll see you guys in the next one.